Hello, boys and girls. Today's episode is about making a collage. I like to make collages, and I'm going to finally have some time to make some collages while we're off during the shutdown. I want to show you some materials that I use in my collages. You probably don't have a ton of magazines around your house, but if you have some, or if you even have some free things that come in the mail that are just advertisements, you can tear out all sorts of pictures. This is a picture from The Greatest Showman. This is a picture of some people who started a clothing and skateboard label called Supreme. There's celebrities in here. Also like pictures of just really cool textures. These people have got some interesting plaid wallpaper, and then they painted their ceiling. Looks really cool. Got lots of pictures here. Different types of people, different types of patterns. But that's a great thing to start with. Also have my hot glue gun ready. I've got hot glue sticks. It's not actually ready because it's not plugged in, but when I get ready to assemble the collage, it'll be ready. I'm gonna take you over here and show you some other things. The other day, I was going through some old CDs and I decided, all right, it's time to get rid of this stuff. And so what I would do is I would go through all my CDs, and this is where the CD was being held. I'd rip out the plastic part, and then I would just save the covering of it. I've wanted to do this for a really long time. I'd never gotten around to it, but these are all the liner notes from my CDs, or a lot of them, all the ones I took apart. And then I just trashed the plastic CD containers because I don't need them anymore. And I put all my CDs in these CD books. Now, I know you young people don't have to really worry about that kind of stuff because y'all don't buy a lot of music. But the reason I'm showing you this is because all of this really cool artwork and the lyrics and the liner notes and all that kind of stuff, that's great material for a collage if I want to make one. I also have some spray adhesive. If you have any spray adhesive, that may be how you connect your the pieces of your collage to your backdrop. Now, what are you going to use for a backdrop for your collage? Well, here's an example of some splatter paint I did at one point. This was an old calendar I got. You can see here's the calendar. And then when I did my splatter paint, I just made sure I had something underneath it so I wasn't painting all over the floor or anything. If you did anything messy like that, you might want to do that in the yard and put an old bed sheet underneath it. Some other collage backings I have, I love to do artwork on maps. So here I've got a map of Mobile. I've got a map of Dauphin Island here. I've gone ahead and used my spray adhesive and connected it with a piece of Luan. And here I've got some oddball map. It's just a background for my collage. And it's not glued really well, so I'll probably hot glue that again later. Also have some string here and some popsicle sticks. I may want to use those, right? I've got my colored pencils right here. And generally after I do a collage, then I'll paint on top of it. Here's an example of a really old collage I did. You can see I did this in 1999. That's before most of you were born. This is on the back of a frame, okay? Your parents may recognize some of this stuff, but these little bitty white pieces of paper, that's what you would peel off the printer paper after you would print something off. The printer paper was getting fed with these little white pieces. And I obviously taped a bunch of weird stuff on here, and some of it's taped and some of it's glued, and then there's duct tape on there. There's pictures from some of my trips. There's quotes. But you know, if you have like an old kid's book or something and y'all are getting rid of it or throwing it away, you might take a kid's book and cut it up and take some of the interesting phrases from it. I love when I'm doing collages for my artwork to have words in it and words that are meaningful to me. So if you like words in your artwork, that might be something that you create. But I just want to talk about my process of creating a collage. You are asked to do a collage in one of your exercises later during the shutdown. And so I just kind of want to talk about what kind of resources I pull from. Anything that you can find in your house, you could do a collage on top of. And you can use any types of materials or mixed media that's meaningful to you. For me, it's going to be a lot of these CD liner notes. on top of maps, combined with some pictures from magazines that I find appealing, or some colors or textures that I like. Glue all that on and then do a painting on top of it. And that's going to be my collage. Thank you.